Hi, I'm Constable Julie Reynolds of the Barrie Police Service, and I'm here to talk to you about how not to become a victim of frauds and scams. First of all, I'm going to share with you some general internet safety tips. Set strong passwords for all of your accounts. Consider using a combination of capital letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols instead of using words. Do not use the same password for all of your accounts. Be careful when sharing personal information online. When shopping online, make sure the address starts with HTTPS, indicating it has an extra layer of security. Be wary of who you are sharing photos with. Once the photos are sent, you no longer have control over if and how they are used. Install or activate remote locate, lock, and wipe software for your smartphone, such as Find My Phone in case it's stolen or lost. Back up your data on a regular basis, and wipe your phone before you recycle it or give it away. Protecting yourself from identity theft. Identity theft refers to fraudsters acquiring and collecting someone else's personal information for criminal purposes. Identity fraud is the deceptive use of the victim's personal information in connection with various frauds. What does the fraudster want? All your information. How do they use it? They open bank accounts, credit accounts, transfer and withdraw funds from the victim's accounts, and take out loans. How does this impact the victim? It damages their credit score, making it difficult to get loans and mortgages. Many frauds begin with phishing. What is phishing? It's when hackers send emails to large numbers of internet users at once. The email often appears to be from a trustworthy source, your bank, Netflix, Microsoft, telecommunications companies, etc. The email is used to trick you into providing sensitive personal information, oftentimes by scaring you or promising you something. Once personal information is obtained, it is often sold to fraudsters who compile and maintain lists of victims and their information. The lists are in turn resold to other fraudsters to use as they wish. Internet phishing scams. Signs that an email may be part of a phishing scam include spelling and grammatical errors in the email. They usually begin with a general address such as Dear Infotech User or Dear Customer. Be aware that most legitimate businesses will use your name when addressing you in an email. They often also have an embedded link for you to click on, such as click here or to confirm your information or change your password. And they frequently create urgency with phrases such as, if you fail to do so by next week, we will delete your account. Top scams targeting seniors. Criminals target Canadians believing that there is an aging population of baby boomers with cash to spare and exploiting the fact that older generations aren't as tech savvy as their children. Statistics from the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre show that con artists most often target 60 to 69-year-olds. Lottery scams. There's the lottery ruse where winners can claim their prizes for a fee. If you have to pay for your prize, it's a scam. Distraction thefts. These happen when a person distracts you for long enough for themselves or another person to steal your belongings. CRA scams. There are many different variations of this scam. It occurs over the internet through emails or over the telephone, with fraudsters asking for your personal information or offering you money as a refund. Sometimes they even threaten to send police and arrest you if you don't pay up. Fraudsters are expecting Canadians to let their guard down when offered money from the CRA. CRA does not offer you money through emails. Questions you should ask yourself when you're considering these phone calls or emails include, am I expecting money from the CRA? Does this sound too good to be true? Is the requester asking for information that I would not provide in my tax return? Are they asking for information that I know CRA already has on file for me? Grandparent scams. This is when a senior receives a phone call from someone posing to be a loved one. The caller starts by saying, hello, Grandma or Grandpa, do you know who this is? The senior responds by saying, is that you, Johnny? or saying the name of the grandchild. Take the time to verify the story of the person on the other end of the phone. Scammers are counting on you wanting to quickly help your loved one in an emergency. Call the child's parents or friends or other family members to find out about their whereabouts. Ask questions to the person on the phone that only your loved one would be able to answer to verify the identity before taking steps to help. Never send money to anyone you don't know or trust. And never give out personal information to the caller. Be cautious of them asking questions which may reveal information they can use to scam you further. Friend in need scams. This is when an email comes to you from a person you know who claims to be in trouble. They request money from you, usually to be wired to another country, to help them return home. Don't fall prey to this type of scam. Internet fix scam. This is where a caller advises you that they can tell your internet has slowed down recently or that you have a particular internet virus. They offer, for a fee, usually paid by credit card, to take remote control of your computer and clean it up so that it speeds up. Scammers may be mining your computer for personal and banking information or just playing around in order to get paid for doing nothing. Letter fraud scam. This is where you receive a letter or an email from someone claiming to be a prince, a bank, lawyer, government official from a foreign country. The person is very wealthy, or there's a large amount of money in an account and they want to get the money out of the country. They offer to give you money for the use of your bank account and ask you to send your banking information and passwords. This is nothing more than another attempt to get access to your bank account. Renovation scams. With today's busy lifestyle, we often have to rely on handymen and contractors to help with some of the home maintenance. These can be people coming door to door. They often have high pressure sales tactics and they want to look in your home. Oftentimes they obtain large or excessive deposits, do poor work or no work at all, or install an inferior product. When considering hiring these people, consult with the Better Business Bureau, Chamber of Commerce, and look at online reviews. Reputable businesses rarely solicit door to door. They just don't need the extra business. Door-to-door scams. As of March 1st, 2018, there is an Ontario-wide ban on door-to-door sales. It's not a criminal matter, not enforced by the police beyond trespassing. It's enforced by the Ministry of Government and Consumer Services. The ministry will deal with any complaints by way of mediation, education, or fines. Financial institutions. Although not a fraud, it's come to light recently that many bank employees say their jobs depend on upselling customers on products that can put them into debt. These are products and services that are not necessary and often never utilized by the customer. It pays to run these products and services past your friends or family to get a second opinion before you change your accounts. With bank accounts, make sure you check your balances daily. The sooner you notice a problem with an account and notify the credit card company or bank, the more likely the problem can be rectified. Credit card fraud. This is often when an imposter from a card security company contacts you about suspicious transactions on your account. They ask you to verify your account information, including the credit card number and security numbers on the back of the card. This is an attempt to get your information to steal your identity and to make duplicate cards. Banks will never ask you for your personal information or credit card number over the phone or by email. They may call to confirm that you were the one that made a recent purchase on the card, but they will give you the details of those purchases. Online shopping. When doing person-to-person transactions, make sure you do not send the money before you receive the item. It is always safest to only purchase through reputable companies and websites. Social media. Facebook and other social media platforms are a great way to connect with friends, but criminals use them as well. Make sure you set your privacy settings so that only your friends have access to your profile. Never post personal information. for example, your phone number, address, or any banking information. Do not post upcoming vacation plans, and be leery of strangers attempting to become your friend. Romance scams. This is where a person from another country befriends you online pretending to be interested in a romantic relationship with you. A lot of time is invested in gaining the victim's trust, sometimes developing a long-distance relationship over the course of many months or even years. All of a sudden, there's a terrible accident that happens, and the person needs a loan to get bailed out of whatever trouble they're in, or to enable the person to finally meet you in person. We've talked a lot today about how to recognize frauds and scams. Make sure you take your time and get all the information you need before you make any important decisions. If you feel like you've been the victim of a fraud, contact your local police service. You can also report this to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre. Thanks for watching this video today. Take care.